Good day, everyone. Once again, my name is Remollo, and today we're going to talk about HIV and AIDS. And I know not every one of you are very open to this kind of topic, but I want you all to understand and not be ignorant about this sorts of topic, as it will also help you keep yourselves safe and healthy. So without further ado, let's start. HIV versus AIDS. While HIV is a virus that may cause an infection, AIDS is a condition. Contracting HIV can lead to the development of AIDS. So, you can have HIV but not AIDS, but you cannot do it the other way around, as you cannot have AIDS without HIV. And I will explain that in the next slide. So, HIV versus AIDS. Human deficiency virus. That is the meaning of HIV, while AIDS is the acquired immune deficiency syndrome. HIV virus is the virus that invades the immune system, while AIDS is the last stage of spectrum condition initially caused by the infection of HIV. So, as what I have said earlier, you cannot have AIDS if you don't have HIV, because AIDS is the last stage of HIV. So, in HIV, patients will suffer minor difficulties. But once the patient have reached the stage of AIDS, the patient will experience severe signs and symptoms. So, next slide. HIV is transmitted through bodily fluids. When I say bodily fluids, this involves the 4 bodily fluids that can transmit HIV. The first one is blood. The next one is semen. The next one is vaginal fluids. And the last one is breast milk. So, if you have someone that you know that have HIV, you can say that HIV can be transmitted with saliva, if you have eaten if you have used the same spoon, you will also have HIV. That is not true. That is a misconception, as HIV can only be transmitted with these 4 bodily fluids right here. So, how do we prevent HIV? So we can prevent HIV by, the first one is A, abstinence. If you don't want HIV, then don't engage in sex. Simple as that. And the next one is B, be mutually faithful. Be faithful to your partner. Only have one sexual partner, and that will keep you safe. As you know that your partner don't have multiple partners, then you're probably safe from having HIV. C, correct and consistent condom use. So, you should observe correct use of condoms, as sometimes it may not be properly put, and that may also cause HIV if your partner have contracted HIV and it's not properly placed or put. So, the next one is C, closer relationship with God. So, if you have a closer relationship with God, it probably would mean that you are faithful to your partner. You won't have any other partners, as adultery is a sin and should not be committed if you're a servant of God. So, letter D, do not do drugs and or alcohol. So if you're intoxicated or if you're not sober, you tend to do things that you're not supposed to do. So you're not aware on what you're doing, and sometimes there will be a high chance that you will engage into sex with someone you don't know, or that certain person might have HIV. That will put yourself in danger, as you are not aware whether he or she have contracted HIV, and you might also be transmitted with HIV. Lastly, education. we should educate ourselves, know how to prevent HIV, know how you should do things like this, and early detection if you are aware that you have did an unsafe sex, or if you have engaged in unsafe sex, then you should get yourself checked up, as early detection really does help yourself or your body to fight back the disease, as you will be prescribed with the different medications that will help fight off the virus inside your body. So early detection is very effective, as if not taken care early, the virus might be already dominating your body, and your CD4 counts or your immune system might not be able to fight back anymore. So, in my presentation, I would like to end it with a quote by Elizabeth Taylor, which is, "It is bad enough that people are dying of AIDS, but no one should die of ignorance." So we should always educate ourselves in these kinds of matters, and we should not sugarcoat things, or should not discriminate or stigmatize them. We should know about why is this happening, how should we prevent this, what are we going to do for us not to contract these kinds of viruses. So we should always educate ourselves and not to be ignorant in these kinds of topics. So thank you so much for watching and listening, and I hope you have learned in my discussion. Thank you so much.